This is basically just going to be not really a fast briefing. I mean, I'm going to give you some details so that you can come on with it and stuff. And then we'll go from there. It's basically everything having to do with Clearwater, Florida, and what some attackers are doing and what we need to prevent, because we have responsibility on our shoulders to ensure that that does never happens, you know? So we're just going to wait just a couple more seconds, and then let people join on. Hi, Brian. See, we're at 8 right now. We're doing pretty good. We have 2 more left to make it to 10. I bet you we can do that, and then I'll start talking. And if not, then I'll just talk. No, doesn't matter. Alrighty, cool. I'm just gonna start giving the briefing now. Okay, cool. So in Clearwater, Florida, it's very, very, very beautiful, very high potential. You know, there's a lot of very, very important things going on in Clearwater right now. As you all know, this is the home of, you know, the Church of Scientology flag land base, which is where all of the international congregation comes together and does advanced services, and also does plans for communities internationally and how they can be uplifted and increased in their potential in their own communities. If that makes sense, basically it's just social betterment programs being implemented in various communities, and it all starts in Clearwater, Florida. Now, it's an amazing, amazing, amazing land base. The church does a lot. The Church of Scientology does a lot to contribute to that community. Whether it be humanitarian initiatives that help character building, criminal reform, drug rehabilitation, all of these different organizations do support and protect Clearwater, Florida. We have a lot of buildings that we purchased to, to basically facilitate the flag land base, the community, and to preserve historic landmarks from the city that abandoned them a long time ago. Now, what you're going to find out in the next couple of days is there's an attacker who is running for city council. We cannot have this happen. If we have this happen, it would be a huge loss on our shoulders. Now, what we can do to prevent that is to push Frank Hibbard up on and promote him and do whatever we need to do. I will probably be visiting very, very soon to help initiate Frank Hibbard and make sure that he's promoted everywhere. He is the best hope that we have on that area, in that city council seats. It's city council seat 2. The person that is running, I can mention his first name. I'm not going to mention his full name. I do not want to support him. His name's Mark. You can fill in the blank, whatever, you know. But basically understand that Mark is very, very, very suppressive. He does not want Clearwater to survive. In 1970, he was part of what was an infiltrated organization that posed itself as the church, and got the church into some trouble. And then after a while, it was found that the church had nothing to do with it, of course. And the FBI and the IRS and other organizations partnered with the church to help us take down that organization. And Mark was one of those people that we took down and we exposed. Now, this person, he's very corrupt, he's very insane, and we should not support him. The reason why also is the fact that he believes he is an alien from another planet, and that he believes that he has a purpose here to have people join his alien regime. And it's just insane. So we can't have this happen. If we had this happen, it would be damaging. It would be damaging to the city, and we have a responsibility to make sure that Clearwater's potential is seen by everybody and is forwarded by everybody. And we know the true potential of Clearwater. We've been there for many, 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 many decades. We've been there for, I think it's like probably about over 40 years. We've done a very, very good job in keeping everything going. Mr. Hubbard actually initiated us and implemented us in Clearwater, Florida. He chose Clearwater to be the flag land base of the church. an amazing, amazing, amazing decision that he made, and we just need to keep pushing that. We need to keep pushing that and protecting that vision. Now, here's another thing I want to tell you is that if I do make it out there, I need a lot of people on my back. Yeah, he does not need to represent us. Exactly, Mary, exactly. He does not need to represent us in Clearwater. It doesn't matter what religion you are, what political belief you are. He has no actual idea how to run a city, and his only intention is to discriminate against religions, regardless of what kind, and also just to alienate basically just to hound in and put his attention in his corrupt intention is to basically stop religions from forming in Clearwater and to run them out. And that's exactly not what we want. So I do want you and I do want everybody else to understand, if I do come out there into Clearwater, I do need a backup. I do need some support. It would be very fast. It would be a very, very quick cycle, probably about 4 days. And what that would do for Clearwater is it would instill an actual city council person, which would be Frank Hibbard. I would probably hold rallies. I would educate people on who these people are, how to stop them. They're all in my books, which I will do is I will do something phenomenal. And if you'll see on Amazon, I'll probably drop the price down to the most minimum I could ever do. And what we're going to do is we're just going to, if you can purchase 10, if you can purchase 15 or whatever, all the information in The Truth About Apostates, all of it, as well as The Hidden Agenda, all of it. So I'm not trying to sell any books here. Who do you recommend for seat 2? I believe do not vote for Sea Turtle. That's actually somebody's name. Don't vote for Sea Turtle. I would vote. So there's 2 people that I would vote for if I were to vote for somebody, right? If I were living in Clearwater. If you're asking my suggestion, I'd say anybody but Sea Turtle and Bunker. I wouldn't vote for Mark, and I wouldn't vote for Sea Turtle. I'd actually look at voting for maybe even Johnson. Johnson's a pretty cool guy. He doesn't seem to be at all interested in discriminating against any religion. He's very knowledgeable on city, as you can tell by his city council meetings addresses that he's done. They're very, very nice. Very, very nice addresses that he's done. He doesn't really affiliate himself with discrimination of religions. He's very much like, how can we help society? How can we help put more businesses in Clearwater? If there's vacant buildings, find out who has these vacant buildings and make sure that they're filled. Help them out. That's what his viewpoint is. So let's not vote for Mark. Let's not vote for Sea Turtle. We don't need no sea turtles, and we don't need people that decide that we need to all become, in his alien regime. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. We need somebody that's going to take on Clearwater and really ensure that its potential is being utilized completely. We need it. We so need it. So I'm here for you. I'm here if you need any guidance, any suggestions, any advice. If I make it out there, I'm gonna basically ensure that everybody understands that we need a lot of support. We need a lot of people that understand what they're doing, and we just don't need any more insanity. We've had too much insanity for the longest time. We've had too much, and we need sanity being put back in Clearwater. We cannot have people. Yeah, exactly, Luis. Yeah, exactly, Luis. Yeah, we need to have an aligned vote, but we also want. It doesn't matter who votes for who. It does matter that they're not voting for Mark. They're not voting for Sea Turtle. They're voting for people that actually, it's actually a legitimate, sane race, right? Like we all have different political beliefs and, our viewpoints or whatever, but we just cannot vote for people that are going to attack us. That's all my point is. And we need people that actually have the potential of Clearwater in mind. That's what I'm gonna say. And yeah, Santana. It could be, it could be Johnson. I mean, literally, it just needs to be a fair race. A fair candidacy race, right? It can't be Sea Turtle, it can't be Bunker, because those two are just very corrupt, and they're put there by the SPs, which are the suppressive people, to basically decline the survival rate of Clearwater and to blame it on other people. And it's not cool, and we're not going to support that. If you have neighbors, if you have friends, if you have family, anybody that you know that lives in Clearwater or in the Tampa Bay area, please get this information to them as much as we can. I mean, the elections are coming up next month, early next month. People will be voted in, and we do not want those two involved at all. Anyway, this is basically that's basically the briefing. If you guys want any more information, please do hound in on my live on Saturday. I'll have way more information. This is just basically an introductory live stream that went over what we should be looking out for, what we shouldn't vote for, the data. I will have way more data on the suppressive person tomorrow, all laid out for you, so that you understand that we have the religion and we have the city on our shoulders right now. And if we need to just, partner up with everybody that we can and ensure that good people, see, it touches me in the feels right here, We need to make sure that good people are elected into Clearwater. I'd hate to see Clearwater be destroyed, and I'd hate to see that good people pay for it. So we need to just ensure that this never happens, and that we actually get good people in there. Because, frankly, we need it. We're expanding like none other, and anything that happens around that headquarters, that's us. We love that. We love that area, and that's our responsibility to make sure that is protected, and that city knows that we have its back, and that we will ensure that no corrupt people are involved in any of the city's dealings. And we have great connections with city officials. They love us, despite what the SPs say, despite what the attackers and the doubters say. We actually have good lines in with the community, because we do care about the community, and we've done a lot for the community. So anyway, it's going to be on Facebook. I'm going to do a Facebook Live, Pilar. I'm going to do a Facebook Live. If you can let your friends know that I will be doing a Facebook Live, and that they are invited to see it, and you will invite them. I'm pretty sure of that. I will have it. Let's see. So I'm talking to 2 time zones right now. So I will have it on. Let's do noon PST. So 12 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time, which would be 3 hours ahead. So just do 3 hours ahead of that, and then bam, there it is. And you just invite your friends. You let them know that at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be doing a live, and I will give you way more information that you've ever had, and we will actually have confidence and certainty on what we're doing in Clearwater. Alrighty, guys. Love you guys a lot. Really do appreciate you guys attending the briefing. Again, Saturday is going to be an intense briefing. You're going to get all the data. You're going to love it. I know you love data. I know you love truth. We all resonate with truth. Let's get people to that briefing on Saturday, and let's just do that. It's on Facebook Live, 12 p.m. PST. Do the math on Eastern Standard Time. I'm not very good at Eastern Standard Time. I'll get better at it. But I love you guys. Thanks so much.